and talk about Terrifier 3. If you don't know what Terrifier movies are, they're B-rate, messed up, gory as possible, just to make you sick to your stomach, or just cringe, or whatever those movies used to do. So, like, back in the 80s when I was a kid, I remember going to movie theaters and seeing these B-rate movies on the shelves and looking at them and being like, this, the cheesiness of the gore and, like, the cheesiness of the story and all that. And, like, we don't get that no more. I think cinema kind of ruined that for a lot of people. Like, we kind of don't go in that direction anymore, and I'm kind of happy for people like Terrifier creators that, like, we're just gonna make those movies now, and we don't care what people think. We're gonna go on the lowest budget because this new one was only under about 2 million budget, so it's gonna make its money back largely because apparently now it's dominating Joker 2 because apparently Joker 2 was awful. I'm not. I'm refusing to go see that movie because it didn't need a sequel, and yeah, and apparently it's awful. But yeah, Terrifier 2 kills are always awesome as hell. Uh, Art the Clown, he's probably the most sadistic motherfucker out there. They definitely lead into more of the demonic stuff for this movie. They kind of give you more of a this is what he is, but then open up a whole can of other worms of like, well, what about this? What about this kind of stuff? Um, yeah. But I like these B-rate cheesy fucking horror movies. A lot of people said the horror movies, the story for this horror movie was terrible. I don't really go for these movies for the story. Cool, it has a story, but like my buddy was saying, like at least if you're gonna attempt it, at least try to make a decent story. But I don't. I just went there for the kills, and I was satisfied with that point. Um, Seeing Art the Clown was funny, like always. I just love seeing like his silliness, but then you get brutal kills, and then you get the cheesy CGI. Um, I'm thinking it's practical effects, but I'm guessing it's probably not. It's probably some fake shit in there. Um, yeah. Anyway, the kills were awesome. But if like you don't like those B-rate, like I'm just there to gross you out. I'm just there to do the most fucked up kills. This movie is definitely not for you. It definitely is not for you. But if you're there just to watch the fucked up kills, just to watch like the next thing he does to somebody. Like there is a scene that got us all three of us. At one point we had to look at each other and we were like, "Holy shit, that got us! Holy, that was good. That was a good one." And then they did a throwback to the first movie with the like chicken chopped in half, but it's different. You would have to see. Um, yeah, but then they brought back the chick from the second movie and kind of try to retell the story for the second one for her. Try to like, oh, this is what she is. This is like fully what her story is. Definitely diving into like the classic final girl thing where she is going to be the final girl, I guess, for the series. And I don't know how many more they're going to do, but the director did say he wants to stop. He's going to just not over saturated with more. But they definitely ended this one for another one can happen. If anything, five would be the last one. But he's also gone off and he's doing other stuff now. He like they went off and they started doing Steamboat Willie, The Grinch. There's other people that's done messed up ones like the Winnie the Pooh one, and then that those people are doing like a whole universe for that crap. Like they're doing Bambi and all those. It's pretty funny. But yeah, if you like these B-rate, just bad horror movies that you just like to laugh at, because 90% of the time I was laughing. It was so funny. And then like when we went to the theaters, like I was sitting there and there was a bunch of younger kids, and it like I had to think back, like it'd been cool if I was in there at that time to see this kind of stuff. But also when I was sitting there, and I was like, "It's just, are we in the right movie?" Because I didn't expect a bunch of like teenagers in there and shit. But everyone else in there was laughing their ass off too, so they were there for it as well. And then there was a couple people that left and never came back. And yeah, it's just not for everybody. But if it's for you, go check this movie out. I liked it.